company's battle royale is immediately labeled as nefarious fake. After all, Lilo Games, responsible for AFK Arena and Warpath, had something to do with this game. So unpleasant was the impression left by two mentioned projects. But don't be in a hurry. Farlight 84 turned out to be enjoyable in gameplay and desirable the attention of players of the post-Fortnite generation. Games in the genre in Battle Royale attract developers because their creation seems relatively simple. And you don't need much. Implement the basic mechanic of the first or third person shooter, create a map with several points of interest and vehicles, and in principle the Battle Royale is ready. But with all the popularity of the game in the genre, success has been achieved by few. On smartphone it's a PUBG Mobile, and a couple of 3 games of a lower rank. Fortnite complete with PUBG Mobile, but only until it was banished from marketplace by Google and Apple. Attempts to replicate the success of PUBG Mobile have had very limited, if any, success. Even the creator of the original Playground Battlegrounds with the new state did not do well, although the product is a high quality, and such creation as FF7, the first Soldier Squad Enix Crusade, Cuisine Royale, or Wild Arena Survivors from Ubisoft. From well-known studios, Chaos only a feeling of skirmishes. In April, Fairphone Games' vision of the genre with the participant of Lilo Games present Farlight 84, another craft take on the theme. Our attitude to game from Lilo Games is ambitious. The company is not a newcomer on the mobile market, it knows how to walk and err, but the ways of earning money are, to put it mildly, specific. AFK Arena and Warpath look good and attract the audience with delight commercials, but they are characterized by primitive gameplay and aggressive manipulated monetization with element of gambling. However, Farlight 84 is different from previous Lilo Games project. In terms of gameplay quality, it's ready to compete with the best representatives of the genre on the smartphones. The developers managed not only to implement the game mechanics well, but also to shake up the stage genre a bit, albeit with ideas borrowed from other games, but without destroying its foundations. The main mod in the game is a team battle royale on a large map. Everything is standard here. A team of 4 heroes land in chosen place and start the way of victory. Collect weapons, ammo and health kits. For a unique thing, it will have to complete with the same adventure, so that the landing does not turn into endless hide and seek. The territory is constantly narrowed, which makes the collision with the enemy inevitable. Traditional of mobile game shooter mechanics, the hero carries 2 weapons, which are upgraded with attachments like bats and telescopic sights, and pump skills and abilities as the battle progresses. The weapons present in the game have real prototypes. The look is recognizable, but the names are unusual for fans or of realism. The choice of guns is not rich, although there is plenty of choose from: shotguns for close combat, submachine guns and automatic rifles for medium range, and sniper rifles for those who like to avoid close contact. The main difference between Farlight 84 and other popular mobile titles of this genre is the team play in the main mode. This is due to the fact that the game collects elements of hero shooters. Each fighter has skills which determine his role on the battlefields: resonance, assault, defense or support. The difference between roles is not as big as in Apex Legends or Overwatch. We can talk about different gameplay for different classes, but this difference is not insignificant either. Complete use of abilities and modal help in battles. A special feature of Farlight 84 is a use of jetpacks by heroes for high jumps, both upwards and sideways. Sharp movements during the battles from one position to another give the battles a dynamism. As in other battle royales, long distance are better traveled using vehicles. Local wonder waffles are not miracle weapons and are more amusing than fighting, but it's interesting to handle them. Other differences are less noticeable, although we can see that developers looked up the best in the other popular project. Visual indication of noise and shot is perfectly realized. Even when playing with the sound turned off, it is always clear to the player where the danger is waiting for him, from what direction the enemy is firing. It may be a small thing, but for example, In the already mentioned Crusade quiz in Royale, the lack of indications spoiled the game even with sound. Many game mechanics are simplified or automated. This was done to please the target audience of novice gamers. Losing a life in the first half of match does not mean automatic lose. The game gives you a second chance. Trophies are collected automatically, and manually you will have to choose only weapons when both slots are full and you want to change the gun. The dodger will also be automatically installed on the upgrade. Seriously pumped up aiming assistant, which helps to guide code in the scope silhouette of the enemy, and is thus not more actively than other shooter. For novice players on smartphones are useful options. Firing also starts automatically, as soon as the player aims at the enemy. Some electronic assistance can be disabled in the game settings and take control, but it's doubtful that will add to the fun. Farlight 84 is not trying to be serious and become a replacement for PUBG Mobile. The game is not oriented to the hardcore audience of fans or the harsh military, but the project is able to occupy the Fortnite niche, which was particularly vacated after the game was removed from marketplaces, or to attract new audience. What is perceived as casual by old players for young players can become a ticket to the journey. Farlight 84 at launch is not limited to the Battle Royale mode. Teamfight to the Death, Solo mode and Treasure War mode are built to player. At this point the outer did not become original. To the pluses of the game we must attitude a nice picture on smartphone and PC, which gives Unreal Engine, good works of artists and designers, as well as excellent optimization. The variety of character, external and role-playing did not turn the game into a parade of clones like Wild Arena Survivors. Even the basic models are cute, and the premium looks surprise and awakening the desire to donate. Monetization is not aggressive, which is also the norm for games of the genre. The emphasis is on selling premium looks and heroes, as well as smiley faces and other cosmetics. This is not cheap pleasure. You can still integrate ordinary currency on your favorite hero in battles, but the tops look available only to premium currency, which they give out very well country. A more reasonable expansion looks like buying a battle pass, but its pumping will require serious effort. Gamblers can try their luck by winning them in the lottery, but excitement in such matters is a bad advisor. Getting carried away, it is to lose more money than a normal purchase. Therefore, we urge you to donate wisely and keep an eye on the spending of children who play a Farlight 4. So, the diagnosis of the game is Farlight 48 is a typical project, and though its features allow it to stand out from its competitors, the game is an example of the component approach of efficient manager to game development. The developers have to choose a relatively free niche in the genre. The project is aimed at specific audience. The developer understands the players and adjusts the game mechanic accordingly. Less something is simplified, but it would be wrong to attitude to this minus of the game. At the time of release, the game is workable, with no obvious technical flaws. The gameplay doesn't hold tension and rich fighting in the team fun and exciting, especially when it's interactively with your teammates. The game has almost no serious disadvantages, if you don't pick on the little thing, like small interface elements in the main menu or the amount of content and modes at the time of release. Perhaps the only downside is the gambling-related monetization elements. So, the pros of the game is element of the hero shooter in battle royale settings, well-tuned game mechanic with a focus on appealing to a wide audience, proper adaptation for play on smartphones, attractive appearance, and Contra is a gambling-based monetization element. That's all. Thank you for watching.